Wish was founded almost 10 years ago at the request of my late partner, dear friend, and the former Chief Judge of the Southern District of New York Bankruptcy Court, Tina Brosman, when she was diagnosed with stage 4 ovarian cancer. Tina couldn't figure out why they couldn't find this earlier, and she asked us to devote our efforts, our time, and our resources to try to find an early detection mechanism so that other women would have a chance. In the almost 10 years since Tina asked us to undertake this effort, the Honorable Tina Brosman Foundation has become the nation's third largest funder of research into the early detection of ovarian cancer. We are so proud to be affiliated with the organizations that you can see on the screen. I'm especially proud to be bringing Tina's Wish here to Boston.
I don't need to tell you that it's a devastating illness. You have somebody like Tina and what she could have done from age 54 until now, and what wasn't done with special people like her. That's why you need to diagnose this.
All of us have a very deep emotional response when a friend, loved one, has to face a diagnosis of ovarian cancer. But if we look a little bit more in detail at the numbers, I think that really drives home how devastating this disease is. Worldwide, we're looking at over 200,000 new diagnoses each year, and this is unfortunately accompanied by some 150,000 deaths. It is the most lethal gynecologic malignancy. For many years, we thought it originating in the ovary, but in fact, Ronnie Drapkin, my collaborator at the Brosman Foundation, has really been a pioneer in driving this hypothesis that it's actually epithelial cells on the fallopian tube where the disease originates. If you think about this as a challenge of finding a needle in a haystack, at least you have to be looking in the right haystack. You see that the vast majority of women are first seen in the clinic and diagnosed with very late stage disease. When women are diagnosed at late stage, we see the 5-year survival rate is really dismal, less than 30%. If we catch the disease early, stage 1, you see that the 5-year survival rate is actually somewhat optimistic, over 90% here. Our goal is really to find early detection. Well, there are some symptoms. Any of these individually are sort of vague in the sense they won't necessarily raise a red flag.
So I went back to my gynecologist for a checkup. And this time he called a few days later and said he had some concerning news. This time my pap smear had shown the presence of irregular cells, and a follow-up biopsy showed that I had endometrial cancer, which is cancer of the lining of the uterus. Now, the biopsy indicated that there was every reason to think that my cancer had been caught in its early stages, in which case the chances for a complete cure were something like 90%. But the only way they can treat it is to give you a complete hysterectomy as soon as possible. The day after my surgery, Dr. G visited my hospital room. "We found a malignancy on your right ovary," she said. "I thought I had endometrial cancer." "You have both." I just sat there while she talked, and all I could think was, either way, I should probably think twice about renewing my gym membership.
I am very honored to be able to serve as one of the co-chairs for this evening's event. Honored and proud, not just because I knew Tina, but also as the father of 3 daughters, this is a charity that's near and dear to my heart.